Pretty cool tripod.
Yeah, it's a selfie stick and tripod. So you could. Anyway, what's up, guys? This is Mark and Jack. Mark from DSGN, and some of you guys should know Jack. He has a YouTube channel. I'll post the link in the description. He posts about drop shipping also, but we do completely different shit. Like, he's a fucking lunatic. So someone actually sent me 10 problems to deal, like 10 common problems that you deal with in eBay drop shipping, and I figured it'll be interesting so if both of us go over them, right? And I'll post also the 10 problems in the description so you guys could, I don't know, if you want to fucking see what they are. So the first problem, out of stocks. How do you
big one?
Yeah. First of all, like, a lot of people, when they sell an item and realize it, so those of you guys who know nothing about drop shipping, you sell items first and then you have to ship it from a supplier. Sometimes when you sell it, the item is out of stock, so you can't ship it. And some of you motherfuckers out there act like your mother died when there's an out of stock. And that's just way too much. It's a fucking out of stock. So, Jack, what do you do when you get an out of stock?
Out of stocks are just, it's part of the business. You have to have some kind of system set up to deal with them. So the main thing is, do not ever say that you're out of stock and cancel it that way through eBay, because you can lose your ability to sell. It's really important that you don't do that. Understandably, yeah, you are technically out of stock, but you also have to understand what eBay, how they feel about product sourcing and drop shipping. If you look in their terms of use about drop shipping or their help section, you can see that when you source an item, you have 30 days to get it delivered. So you could say you're out of stock, or you could just say there is a delay for me being able to source the item. Then what I do is I send a message and I tell them, hey, there's a delay. If I haven't uploaded tracking yet, you can message me and request that I give you a full refund, and I'll do it ASAP. The idea is to get them in a message to tell you to cancel, because as soon as they do that, then you have the right to cancel it. And if an eBay rep looks at the message and the message leads to a cancellation, then you're okay as long as you don't blatantly say you're out of stock. Usually, some reps not so much. But so one other thing is, I forgot the thing I was about to say.
But that's why, like, last night, Moodiel, y'all guys may not know who Moodiel is because it's a different channel. She's in the background making breakfast. But she actually said that Jack was articulate. And now that we're going through this, I see that, because I would not have said so much about fucking out of stocks. I'll just be like, calm the fuck down, send them a template, and chill the fuck out, and keep it moving. And as Jack said, that's just part of the shit, right? It's just part of the business, part of trying to make money. This is going to be a long one. Number 2, returns. So basically, when you ship items, someone might get it, and then they'll want to return it, right? Me personally, on all our listings, we put that we have a 20% restocking fee. That's if people just decide if they want to return it just for no fucking reason. But I hardly ever enforce it, right? Yeah. Like, I just do it as a kind of like
people
a deterrent.
Always claim something's wrong anyway, even if it's
exactly.
not.
So how do you deal with returns?
I mean, how you deal with returns is completely dependent on your source. I use Walmart, so it's literally like click, 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 label, send, done.
And it's all online, right? Like,
yeah, I don't have to call anyone. The issue is dealing with freight returns or heavy items. That's a bit more complicated because you have to get a phone number from the buyer, so you can either message them or look in their sales record, and then you have to instant message Walmart or call them and then give them the buyer's information, because for freight they need to schedule a pickup, and ideally you want them to call the buyer, not to call you and then you have to communicate.
But returns don't affect your seller standard, right?
No.
Yeah, it's because a lot of, actually, like 2 years ago when eBay had changed how they rate seller standard, it did affect it, but it doesn't anymore. Anyway, let's keep it moving because it's 4 minutes and we have 8 more things to do. Damaged items delivered. That's pretty similar to the returns, right? When it's damaged, somebody gonna fucking complain. You need to tell them to calm the fuck down, not in those words. I mean, it's
calm the fuck down, man.
It's customer service, right? So people are giving you fucking money for something and it shows up damaged. Think about if you got a damaged item I mean, you or myself may not be an asshole, but there are some really difficult customers out there. So, I mean, just apologize, basic shit like
Yeah. My friends at home joke, we have a running joke that whenever something comes up, I'm just like, please start a return case. Like, it's just like with everything. It's
Just
like,
get it.
Just start the return case. Unless it's an eBay GSP sale, in which case I love it when items arrive damaged because it's covered by warranty, the buyer gets refunded, and I don't have to do the refund, which is awesome.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I love selling like glass and plates and shit because they literally break like three quarters of the time they arrive broken. But I know that I'm not gonna have like some like one, if the case gets closed, they can't leave like feedback and that kind of thing. So I'm like fully protected. It's funny.
I think I should start a strategy where I only sell glass items in GSP. All right, number 4, missing parts from items. That's similar in the sense that most of the times it's just a return, but some suppliers you could call them and get like parts sent, right? Like for example, again, there's this metal shop that I've sold over 1,000 of, and sometimes like one, and you have to build it, right? So sometimes a screw might be missing, or a couple screws, or a side. Not all suppliers send this stuff, send like the pieces, because some, like that item in particular comes directly from the manufacturer. So sometimes they want you to deal with the manufacturer to get the part. Sometimes they want you to return it. Sometimes they just give you a fucking refund and you get to buy another one. So it's very case specific. Like what do you?
Yeah, I've had issues with there's this Mindware toy, and it's like this, all these little plastic, they're almost like Legos that you put marbles through, but you can make like a maze, right?
Right.
And so I shipped that overseas to some international customer, and it was missing a couple parts. And I put off talking to getting those replacement parts for like a week. And then when I actually did it, I just did an instant message service with the manufacturing company, and I didn't even need to give them my order number. I was just like, I'm missing this piece, this piece, this piece, this is my address, and it showed up like 4 days later. And so then I just sent it to them overseas. It cost me like $8 because it was a little package, you know?
Okay.
But it was something that I thought would be really complicated, but when I actually sat down and dealt with it, it was really easy.
Okay. All right, sweet.
Oh, and one thing is, if there's missing parts from an item internationally, you're not covered by eBay GSP, so you wouldn't get refunded in that.